In the blood-soaked universe of Mortal Kombat, where warriors rise and empires fall, few characters possess as much mystique, power, and political ambition as Rain. Draped in regal purple and wielding the primal forces of water and lightning, Rain is more than a mere combatant. He is a prince, an exile, and a man driven by the thirst for power and recognition. Rain's story begins not in Edenia, but in the minds of the developers at Midway Games during the golden era of Mortal Kombat. In the 1990s, Mortal Kombat was not only known for its brutal violence, but also for its playful secrets and hidden characters. Rain was originally introduced as a mysterious purple-clad ninja in the arcade version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, 1995. He appeared in the Attract mode demo fights, but wasn't actually playable at launch. Ed Boon, co-creator of Mortal Kombat, later confirmed that Rain was conceived partly as a prank. At the time, the game had several color-swapped ninjas: Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Ermac, Smoke, and the developers leaned into this trend. The idea of adding yet another ninja, this time named Rain and dressed in purple, was a subtle nod to the musician Prince and his hit song, Purple Rain. What began as a clever in-joke quickly caught the attention of fans who were desperate to unlock this mysterious figure. The pressure led to Rain being made fully playable in the console versions. Thus, a character born from humor and homage evolved into one of the franchise's most enduring and enigmatic figures. Rain hails from Edenia, a lush and magical realm known for its beauty, advanced civilization, and powerful magic. Born as the illegitimate son of an Edenian god, Rain carries divine blood, which grants him his affinity for elemental magic. His mother, a mortal, raised him in secret to protect him from the tyranny of Shao Kahn, the despotic warlord who invaded and conquered Edenia. As a child, Rain witnessed his homeland fall to the forces of Outworld. Edenia was enslaved, its nobility slaughtered, and its surviving people forced into servitude. Rain grew up in the shadow of Edenia's lost glory, nurtured by stories of its golden age and his own potential destiny. His heart filled with resentment, not just toward Shao Kahn, but toward those who failed to protect his world. Though Rain was born of divine heritage, his path to power was not noble. At first, he fought alongside Shao Kahn during the events of Mortal Kombat 3, betraying his own realm in hopes of securing favor and power. He believed that serving the strongest would eventually lead him to reclaim Edenia for himself. However, Rain's loyalty was never true. He was a cunning opportunist, always seeking the best position for himself. When the winds of war changed direction, so did his alliances. He aligned with Onaga, the Dragon King, during the events of Mortal Kombat, Deception, then later with other would-be conquerors, each time abandoning them when it no longer served his interests. In the 2011 reboot of the Mortal Kombat timeline, Rain returned as a DLC character, fully embracing his royal origins. This iteration leaned into his complex identity, a prince denied his throne, a warrior whose destiny was to rule, not serve. He proclaimed himself the true heir to Edenia, rejecting both Shao Kahn and those who had taken up the mantle of resistance. Rain's power had grown exponentially. He wielded water and lightning not just as weapons, but as expressions of his will. He could summon tidal waves, teleport through liquid portals, and electrocute enemies with deadly precision. Despite these abilities, his arrogance and lust for power often led to his isolation. This version of Rain was richly voiced and given cinematic presence. His new design showed his royal status more clearly, moving away from the simplistic palette swaps of the past. His dialogue reflected his intelligence, vanity, and ambition, elements that had always been there, now fully realized. Rain returned once again in Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, with a new look and a deeper lore. He was no longer just a ninja in purple robes. He had evolved into a high-level sorcerer, a scholar of interdimensional magic. Rain now sought control over the very fabric of reality itself, studying rifts between realms and seeking the power to reshape existence. He joined Kronika's forces, not out of loyalty, but as a means to acquire more arcane knowledge. Rain believed that by mastering the secrets of time and space, he could rewrite his own history, one in which he never lost his throne, and Edenia never fell. Rain's gameplay in MK11 emphasized his magical prowess. He could trap opponents in spheres of water, summon lightning bolts from the sky, and even create mirror images of himself. His fatalities were gruesome displays of elemental devastation, blending elegance with brutality. This version of Rain wore a regal circlet, an armored robe, and gloves crackling with magical power. He was more than a fighter. He was a master of the unseen forces that govern the realms. In the newest timeline forged by Liu Kang, Rain takes on a vastly different role. He is reimagined as a young, ambitious magician, studying in Outworld's elite academy. This version of Rain retains his arrogance and hunger for greatness, but now channels it through intellectual and arcane pursuits. Unlike previous versions who fought primarily for thrones and vengeance, this Rain seeks knowledge, dark, forbidden, and limitless. He believes that magic should not be shackled by rules or morality. To him, power is the only true authority, and he intends to master it fully. This Rain clashes ideologically with other combatants. He believes in experimentation at any cost, and isn't afraid to sacrifice others for his pursuits. His transformation from royal outcast to cold-blooded arcane prodigy marks one of the most compelling character arcs in MK1. His updated fighting style reflects this change. He uses water not just as a weapon, but as a conduit for dimensional portals, slicing opponents with high-pressure jets and distorting time with fluid motion. Visually, he carries himself with the grace of a prince and the danger of a storm. He has become a symbol of unchecked ambition and moral detachment, and in a world where every combatant believes themselves justified, Rain's clarity of purpose, however ruthless, makes him stand out. Rain represents many things in the Mortal Kombat universe. He is a symbol of lost nobility, corrupted potential, and the thirst for power. His journey is one of self-discovery and self-destruction, where ambition often outweighs morality. From a gameplay perspective, he has evolved from a palette swap ninja to a fully fleshed-out, narratively rich character. Fans admire his elemental powers, theatrical moves, and the layers of complexity in his motivations. He stands alongside characters like Shang Tsung and Quan Chi, not merely as a fighter, but as an architect of his own twisted destiny. Rain's story is not just about battles and alliances. It is the tale of a man born with greatness in his veins, but cursed with pride and a never-ending hunger for more. Whether viewed as a villain, anti-hero, or tragic figure, Rain commands attention with every appearance. From joke to Juggernaut, From ninja to sorcerer, Rain's journey is a reminder that even the most unexpected origins can lead to greatness or ruin. In the grand tapestry of Mortal Kombat, where champions fight for realms and revenge, Rain remains a force of nature, beautiful, deadly, and always unpredictable. Let the storm come.